Haley.
Okay, you don't need to take it. There's no way.
She's on it.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents.
Yeah, I know.
Technically,
She knows. I know. I know.
It was never supposed to be found. She was meant to stay buried.
Go eat. My grapes light. Go eat.
Get the latest Galaxy for $0 at Verizon, and use Circle the Search with Google to swipe a whole new look.
So hot.
yeah.
We get you.
Now at Verizon, get the new Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra for $0. No trade-in needed.
Forgot about the shoes.
Oh, look, those two.
I found an apartment.
It's a lot closer.
Oh, gee, it's got a big old face.
What's that right you?
Sexy.
A big old eye. Big old mouth. Big
Big
mouth.
old wiener.
You are a wiener.
I got big old wiener. I got baby wiener.
You're a dumbass.
I got baby shit.
This is how NBA players are taking their training to the different level. That's Laura Flores, the 12-time Olympic medalist. She's now currently the boxer.
Oh goodness. Howdy everyone. How's everybody doing?
I want to become more efficient with my switch though. They would have done a rotation. You see when they're working on
I know, it's been a while.
shoulders, working a little single arm work. He's
Now she's gonna see what's everybody up to.
work as well. A lot of people don't know that. How about learning from one of the best to ever do it in the pool, Ms. Dara Torres. Fantastic, fantastic work there.
Hello.
He was coming off research.
I cannot not pronounce your name. Sorry.
That champion.
But howdy.
Yes. What you see, Jaylen Brown's always looking to diversify, has so many unique interests, has trained as a boxer as well through his career, really through his life with his grandpa. Just trying to continue to
How's everybody doing? On this Tuesday.
That's Holfitz. He goes down here. And he's ball. Swing it. James. Can't hit the three. They won't trouble that bounce by Brown. And remember, the Hornets are playing tonight without Kobe White. As Wall showed some bench scoring for Boston. But the bench scoring has been the one issue tonight for this Charlotte team. 2 points from James, 6 from Grant Williams, 3 from Josh Green. But without Kobe White, who has come in at the trade deadline to the trade from Chicago, and has averaged nearly 16 points per game as a bench piece for this team. And this team playing. James off the ball. Rebound. Outlet. Tapped by James. Brown just didn't have enough air under it.
Y'all don't see what everybody's up to. Seems like no YouTube dead than that.
I just want to go live for a second. A little bit. Who's the Hornets playing, Lloyd?
Celtics.
Mm.
Ball with 34 points, 4 rebounds.
The Charlotte Hornets.
And Miller is up to 16 points himself.
Mike Fisher just stepped on that sideline. Look at this. This is from half court. How about the finish from Miller? Oh, he knew. Oh, knew. Get it to the ears, get it to the square. There's my 6'10" guy. Do the rest.
You know that feeling it when before he crosses half court, a fan screams, "Pop it, LaMelo." And you actually get right from LaMelo.
But anywho, hope everybody's doing well.
6'9", 6'10", being able to handle like that.
Anyhow, you know, the drill. Anyhow, what you up to? Oh my goodness. Let me see.
We talked about it before the game. The starting backcourt. Get 2 points. The rest of the team to 20. Can you imagine the health of these two guys have been probably the biggest difference this season?
She's a lot. I like the kisses. Everybody have a good Easter weekend. Heck, I don't know. Thank y'all for the 4 likes. Oh my goodness. She got the zoomies. She's feeling a little frisky. That dang cat food I gave her. Really? Huh?
Yeah.
That cat food.
Something in her ass.
She running like she got something stuck. Got something like something caught her foot on fire, don't it? Here she got closed the door. She ran into the table. Hey.
All right.
Okay, Hardy. I think my cat's lost her ever loving mind. Wait a minute. I don't think she's ever had a mind to lose it. Well, hey, David. Hello. I just gave my cat some wet food, Sheba, and she's around running around here like her head, like a chicken. Crazy cat. She's going crazy.
What kills weeds without killing my grass?
Roundup for lawns.
So you're saying this stuff kills crabgrass and barnyard grass, but won't kill the grass grass?
Won't kill the grass. Roundup. This stuff works.
Rocket Mortgage has thousands of loan options. Search them all to find the low rate that's right for you. No matter what challenges you face ahead, Rocket Mortgage is your partner for the life of
My neighbor.
Rocket Mortgage. Own the dream.
Won't you be, could you be, won't you be my neighbor? Have you
Surf shack on air.
eaten?
Also get a surf lesson with a pro surfer. Or if you get a place in Mexico City, you can also get a taco tasting with a food critic. You can even get a home in the heart of Seoul and a dance class, K-pop style. Experiences and services. You can Airbnb more than an Airbnb.
USA versus the world at the Nike Open. It is always a pleasure. Oakland, Florida, around, playing the 15.
Got to have high hopes or living. For songs, I don't believe it. No time for it. Got to have high hopes. Got to have high hopes. Mama said, Kelly's big butt is on fire. Kelly's big butt's on fire. Is your booty on fire. Oh my goodness. You know. Don't let me be loud, I will. Get over yourself. Don't go having them cry, baby. Going having crying like a little baby yet now. I saw this one girl. Dear Lord, woman, she didn't yell. She wasn't talking that loud. Must have sensory issues for her to be thinking that's too loud. I know a lot of people have sensory issues. So loudness is really one of the worst things, you know. Nothing wrong with sensory issues. I mean, I don't know about sensory issues. And some of them really bad for them. I mean, really worse when I have it. And then most some people that can tolerate it more than others. So.
Others do not. Find exactly what you're looking for.
I just got paid. Yeah. Ain't got to that part yet. I'm getting that part yet. It's getting almost nice. Which if I did, I'm getting I'd get paid at the end of the 21st of this month. Wow. That would be nice. Huh? I'm not that clever yet. Not even close. I got like over 700 watt showers to go. Long time. And I'm not crazy for pushing it. If I get an increase, when I get the hours. I'm gonna get monetized. I mean, you know.
That's why T-Mobile have joined forces. And now that we combine networks, T-Mobile covers more places than ever before. America's best network just got
What you want?
now, and your plan price is guaranteed for 5 years. T-Mobile in USA.
Gave I had to see how much milk I have left. Well, it's gonna have to wait because I gotta clean some bowls and dishes.
Alright, that's alright, okay. Hear me?
Yeah, I heard you.
I'm trying not to do anything silly.
Okay, go on.
Hear me?
Yep. Man, man.
This is the very end, the final play of that third quarter. Loaded this one in off the back of the iron. See that head-to-head contact with Josh Green. Before he finally got up and helped towards the net. The first 34 quarters appears to be okay.
Public golf course that backs right up to their yard.
I hope she doesn't. And public.
John Dean and Catherine Tina Arthur Foundation committed to sending justice for the peaceful world. Pisces Science Foundation, unlocking knowledge, opportunity, and possibilities, and by the Frontline Trust, with major support from John and Joanne Hitler and Corey David Sauer, and additional support from Koo and Patricia Ewan, committed to bridging cultural differences in our
You think just say Hitler?
Frontline and for this program.
His name was Hitler. Last name was Hitler. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine having that last name and like, oh my gosh, are you kidding to Adolf Hitler? Yeah, I'd hate to have
This
that
program
name.
contains graphic imagery.
That evil man. Evil man.
The roots of the feud between Presidents Trump and Kerry trace back to their first meeting.
I feel like it's a band because
I mean, he was one of his last name was Adolf Hitler. Who would want to be kin to Adolf Hitler? I want to be ancestors. Not me. Not me. Ouch. Pinch my finger.
His third three. He's at 258 degrees on the season.
can't read comments right now. Have to look. Oh, you too, Wrong Dog. Hope you have a wonderful one too. Which is almost. It's 10 o'clock here. Oh. So it's, yeah. I hope you have a good evening.
And even blindness if humans come in contact with a high concentration of it.
I'm not. I'm doing it in the morning. I'll make them in the morning.
So it's a fish that is more than 20 years old.
I'll make them in the morning.
The catfish, originated in the large continental rivers, adapts better than any other species to the growing pollution in our waterways.
I'll make them in the morning. First thing in the morning. First thing in the morning. When we get up.
It tolerates the raised nitrogen levels caused by fertilizers, bleaching into the water, as well as industrial heavy metals that are stored in its body, and all sorts of human waste products. Catfish are swimming trash cans. Because we find traces of tar, PCBs, and pesticides in their fat, they are declared unfit for human consumption. Either to avoid poisoning themselves, or out of respect for the frankenfish, fishermen practice catch and release. Like most catfish fishermen in Western Europe, they measure their trophy, and then return the animal back to the water still alive.
Like here, we eat them.
Indirectly, catfish survive thanks to human waste. Able to live for over 50 years, the fish continue to grow throughout their lifespan, reaching huge sizes. Using fish finders,
Now we know what catfish eat.
are able
At the
to
bottom
locate
of
catfish even
thing,
in
the
murky
water.
These devices revealed an unexplained and paradoxical behavior that takes place every winter on the Rhone River. Just when their activity should be slowing down in the cold water, they form large groups. These congregations can last several days in a row, continuing day and night. The beginning and end of these improvised get-togethers is triggered by chemical communication between the catfish. More than 200 individuals weighing between 110 and 240 pounds each, almost 2 tons of catfish in the space of a few square feet. It's the largest concentration of freshwater biomass in the world. To gauge the state of the catfish population and the size of individual fish, freedivers join the party. These cold water aficionados have noticed that catfish group together in winter in most of Europe's large rivers. particularly in the Po, the longest river, and here, amateur fisherman Dino Ferrari has been looking for a record-breaking catfish for the last 20 years. In the warm waters of the Po, there is no respite. The catfish feed and grow all year round. Even in the middle of winter, they take the bait and keep the fishermen on their toes. After struggling for more than an hour, Dino hauls his trophy to the shore for the mandatory photo session before recording its all-important vital statistics. Measuring 8 feet 9 inches and weighing 280 pounds, this 30-year-old catfish is officially the largest ever caught with a rod and reel.
Chill a minute. Chill a minute. Chill a
In
minute.
keeping with catch and release tradition, Dino frees his monster so it can continue to live and grow in the Po River. Throughout Europe, fishermen are obsessed with catching giant catfish, and yet the holy grail
Are you
of
laughing at
catfish
me?
fishermen is quite different.
Oh.
The ultimate prize for catfish trophy hunters is the Moby Dick of the rivers, the extremely
Oh, look at this.
albino catfish.
A dream for a lot of catfish fishermen, if not all, is of course the albino catfish. There is about 1 in 5,000 or 1 in 10,000, since it's quite simply a genetic anomaly. It's something that is very, very rare. So when you catch one, it's really exciting. It might be the fish of a lifetime.
Leonardo
Here we
Kessler
go.
has devoted his entire life to this wild chase.
Stop a minute.
We go on a lot of fishing trips, and for the last 20 years or so, there hasn't been a single trip where we haven't hoped to see a white catfish. Not a single day. We're always secretly hoping to see a white fish come up to the surface. I'm going sideways. I don't know.
So if I do not find somebody soon,
That's it.
This is definitely one of my
Down
favorite
your road.
in the store. This
Put down your rod. Put down your rod.
navy romper. It's a romper, as you can see, but it's made from bathing suit material. You can easily wear this as a very modest bathing suit. It has a pocket in the back, tie, skirt, and what I really like about this actually is the skirt.
More than 6 feet.
Ties all the way around.
To see
so
that
it's
pure
not
white
like it
right
doesn't
at the
look
surface
like
is
it's
incredible.
back.
It's so exciting,
your
and it's
whole
like
body
it's the
is
first time, no
covered,
matter
so
what
it's
size it is. It's a very visceral feeling.
extremely flattering. So this is the navy.
This
long
albino
sleeves. I also
catfish
have
is one of the
another version
largest ever caught.
with short sleeves, but I'm wearing the medium, and it's a tad big.
This battle between man and the white fish takes on a symbolism reminiscent
So
of
use
Moby
this if
Dick.
it's true to
That
size.
is a beautiful fish. That is a lovely baby.
This is
A
definitely
lovely baby.
Sport fishing shows the contrast between the fishermen's professed respect for the fish and their secret pride for trophies.
Let's put it back quickly.
It illustrates the dilemma experienced by all those involved. Should the catfish be categorized as a pest, which would ultimately lead to its eradication?
But just a kid at the time, back in 1985, summer 1985, I didn't think about
Obviously, the catfish fishermen are quick to defend their passion.
There has been no noticeable impact on the whitefish populations like carp, breams or roaches. For the moment, there have been no particular problems.
Even the scientists seem to agree.
In our role, we cannot categorize the catfish as a species that could cause biological disorders. The studies we have done on the eventual impact on freshwater fish do not show any significant impact by catfish.
The catfish has won the ultimate battle, that of public opinion. For the time being, at least, it will not be classified as a pest. The catfish could become the only wild fish in the world to die of old age if the fishermen continue to catch and release. Catfish benefit both from human indulgence and incredible luck. Though it is already well equipped to survive in our midst, nature sometimes... The Town River rapidly rose to 12 feet above its normal level. Sheltering out of the current, the catfish continued their opportunistic lifestyle. But when the floodwater reached Albi, it had a major effect on the landscape.
Why's he leaving the milk line out?
He wanted me to make...
He's leaving the milk line out.
All the trees were uprooted or stripped bare. By spring 2015, the local council decided to remove the last of the dead trees. In the course of a few months, the island had changed drastically.
Clearly has something on the damn picture. I don't know what this person got, what syndrome, but this is making it look like this, but I'm sure they already
The shores of the island were much steeper. The catfish were unharmed by these raging waters. Quite the opposite. The stony slope allowed them to get much closer to the creatures. Now they can hide out much nearer to the beaches.
Let me know if you're a single man, a single lady, a single woman, let me know. Just knowing that you can keep.
Yeah, I heard correct. I thought I heard wrong, but I'm pretty sure I heard correctly. Single men, single women. I'm just trying to play matchmaker here again. Sometimes I do that occasionally.
And as soon as the birds step into the water, they appear from nowhere.
I want to go to Apple Beach today. I go to Arcade King Room, play the game, have a good vibe.
Their constant presence seems to have made the vigil
Raspberry.
under the surface. They have turned into ghostly killers.
What's your number? Yes. 6, 7. Hello.
5 quarterback pick, that is on you, and I don't think.
RJ Decker, I'm a private investigator.
And I'd like to ask you a few questions about what happened yesterday.
You know, you're told you're worthless enough time. I was thinking I might tumble it down. I'm gonna take those 3 out of the beads because they're not really beads. This one. Okay, baby. This one. This one.
OMG, they must think we're so dumb.
That's going into the beads.
It's long been a symbol of hardworking America, and now that spirit is coming to America's.
Okay, baby.
Air-cooled memory foam, because hard work deserves the easy comfort of John Deere and Skechers.
Sometimes in life, we have to make decisions we're not quite ready for. From needing new furniture,
Oh man, my shirt.
to new tires, and even
My
electronics.
shirt wet.
Snap Finance has a
What you throwing that at me for?
Play it over here. I don't read it.
quickly get approved for up to $5,000, even if you don't have it.
Did you have it earlier, maybe?
So next time life throws you a curveball, we make
What do I look
it
like, a monster?
No, I'm just saying.
Probably dropped
pay
it.
for what you
How do you
need
get
to
the
know.
house?
And move.
More with your ride. Yeah.
Stay with CBS News for continuing coverage on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Is it cold there? Cool like this here?
Tonight, a school bus driver in Florida is out of a job and under arrest for child neglect after she failed to stop at a railroad crossing and a freight train clipped her bus. Inside the bus,
You sure you
kids
didn't use
screamed
that
and
early?
cried as the train passed very closely by. The driver, who had all good evaluations before this, allegedly muttered,
It's
quote,
clean, though.
"Not gonna stop for no train." A fuel tanker exploded along the Panama Canal Monday, igniting a huge cloud of fire and smoke under the Bridges of the Americas, which spans the canal. A few vehicles barely escaped the blaze, and here's some video taken by a passenger on a bus on the bridge as trouble rolls in. Down on the ground, a worker died in the blast, according to police, and the bridge is closed for inspection. A state trooper in New Jersey got a different kind of call for help last week. A baby bear was alone in a roadside ditch, dangerously close to cars, no mama bear in sight. The officer was able to scoop up the cub, who screamed, as you can hear, in protest, and carry it to safety. The cub is now safe with a state environmental agency.
In this bag. Special little necklace I'm going to try to put together.
A sheer number of actors that each and every one of them have a different interest in how this works out and plays out. That is going to be a stressor on them because each one of them is sending mixed messages and having miscommunication with one another, and that's going to be
These are my people.
two things related to
This is my life.
Mount McGregor, New York, on July 23rd, 1885. He was just 63, and yes, he was buried in Grant's Tomb, a mausoleum located in Manhattan's Upper West Side. Following his death, the memoirs of Ulysses S. Grant were a huge success, the royalties of which in the
56 there.
Not yet.
Yes, sir. You told me 10:30.
Oh, that was last night.
Nah, that was today.
No, that was not. That was last night.
Yeah, we got to go 10:30.
No, it was last
I don't
night.
give a shit. You want to be when I go to
It
jail.
was 11 o'clock.
Nah, I ain't gonna wait till 11. I gotta eat my beauty sleep.
What beauty sleep?
Look, I'm a princess. A prince. I'm the
That
king.
stuff that
No King Bear, and get the hell out of
Maybe
here.
a bunch of stuff. That's where I got these from. So that's gonna make my life easier. And I'm thinking I'm gonna go on Amazon and order some of these for the earring child because I'll tell you why I don't want to try to make this. I don't want to try to make it. Simple as that. That's just. I just want to buy it. So I can have a little hanger thing too.
Here, no, not.
When I go to display instead of.
Just talk about earrings, but I was in my ears. My leg was itching. Oh my goodness.
I don't think, I mean, my time is valuable just like anybody else's. And I don't have the tools to properly, I would have to buy sheets of plastic and do all kinds of mess to make those. I don't want to do that. It would be cheaper for me to buy them. You know, especially if I can, you know, just order them or, you know, order them, find them local, I don't know.
Turn it around then. See if I can do it that way. Hey Simba, hey Mr. Simba. We are doing good.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm just telling you. She beat the shit out of how they started. Right in the leg.
What?
Doing this, I'm not in this for the money. I legitimately enjoy scratching tickets and conversing with you guys. So I call it writing and scratching. So when I call it gambling, that's not right.
No, more gray hair. Yeah, but we see this more the bullet than the actual pimple. It's like back on Vita. He's like back on TV. Number 4, little baby, no more gray hair. You're my baby. Let's sing this song. Sing a little song for you. Forever and ever, I'll be your woman and I will.
She actually says things about enough stuff. I mean, paying attention to all that stuff. What I don't understand is why she makes the violence go. But I can't help but look unless my wife is with me, but it's not worth it. Did you say why you were talking about Carolina? Hold on, I'll tell you.
Understand how you're doing tonight, then.
What the hell?
What do you mean?
running control. I was the build something.
You built a criminal empire.
Oh my goodness.
This is considered to be the actual gate to hell, to the courts of the underworld.
Steady,
Entrance for
steady, rock.
to the netherworld. This portal to hell is actually a two-way portal. So not only can the deceased enter it to get to the netherworld, but demons of the netherworld who are allowed to leave emerge from it and sometimes wreak havoc in the world of the living.
The notion of Hindu ghosts to some. But on the other hand, there are similar places throughout the world that are also thought to serve the sacred crosses over from Israel
The idea of a portal to the world shows up in many different cultures and various locations.
Steady rocking all night long.
There's a burning hole
Steady rocking all night long. Get the rock. Steady.
And what happened in a lot of cases is you had to have some kind of way to get
These can be graveyards, they can be in mines, there's a number of these places have developed folklore or mythology that they're dangerous, scary places you should not be. And the belief about portals to hell is these are places where the dimensional walls are thin. These are places where it's easier for Satan and his minions to cross it.
Portals open us up to different dimensions. Anyone with wisdom who cares for their soul will stay far away from those locations because the nature of what has occurred
Steady.
continues to
Steady rocking. No, Lord. No.
Satan is clearly not trapped in hell. He clearly has some ability to go into our world and cause all sorts of problems. In fact, he's often imagined as being temporary.
Steady rocking all night long.
Could it really be true that Satan and his demons use portals to spread across the earth? According to many systems of belief, the answer is yes. And
Everybody pick the rock.
once
Steady. Steady rocking.
different forms.
It's recorded in ancient literature that these forces
rocking on
we call shadim or demons. It is well known that they can sometimes materialize into physical form, and they would look like whatever form they would choose.
In Christian demonology, angels don't have bodies. Demons don't have bodies. So they can take whatever form they want. They're natural shapeshifters.
One of the common forms that the devil and or his demons are expected to take is that of the hellhound, oftentimes described as a monstrous black dog with red eyes that has been commonly reported across history, sometimes reported even attacking a church. And there have been reports of these things in modern times.
So we need to understand that these entities are not relegated to the ancient past. We must protect ourselves from these interactions.
Could we be surrounded by satanic beings
Because as
that
far as
have
I
the
can
power
tell,
to take
it's
any
the
shape they
same as
please?
the value of it's bad when the tree
So
fell.
one
It's the
thought,
same as the
at
value
least one,
of the tree is beautiful. And I
but
will
believe
say
it or not,
it's different,
those who have
but
actually
it
chosen
exists
to
in the
welcome
same place
evil
in our
into their
minds.
lives by making a deal
with the devil. I would ask a question and say like, well, not really a question, more of a statement. Like if
You do it in the Why not?
Good liar. Here, there are
If you looked up, yeah, I'm sorry. I did say hey. I said hey, Mr. Hey, Simba. I'm Mr. Simba.
To bust out my windows. Why?
toilets on the
You say with a
Let me
plus
take a look.
18 today. I want to talk about you a little bit because we give JT.
Oh my god.
Having a plus 18 today, that's something like it seems like you always do it. Do you always, is that just who you are, or did a team like Charlotte bring that out of you tonight?
I mean, every
There's
game
one
is
to
different.
school
I
house.
try to
You
just
have
say
to
what
do.
do whatever the game tells me to do. Try to help impact winning. And so obviously today it was chasing Miller around there in the second half. It was chasing the shooters.
Thank you so much,
Just be an
Dallas, for
outlet
the
for JB and
first.
JT. And
Yeah, here it is.
I mean, every game's something different, and I like to
Clout.
think that I
Got a
can do
good
something
clout
different
on
in the game.
He's doing good.
I'm trying to be modest, man.
It has not been an hour ago. I know it's not been an hour ago. He said that that's an hour ago. Simba. He said, I know it's not been that long since I looked at my chat. Unless I'm.
Luna, she says, yo, did you make something about where I told you? No, let me see it first. Hold on.
The paint spray is strictly for.
Can you repeat after me? I am beautiful.
Okay.
I am smart. I am kind. I am
I'm making sure I had it on all messages.
grief and an outpouring of grief like we've never seen
What?
before, where people were competing
Tomorrow.
to be the most grief-stricken, screaming and crying
What?
and clutching onto one another and on their knees, competing to show that they were the most loyal. And maybe some of them really believe this. Maybe some of them believe that their dear leader's death
And what?
was the end of their own
Oh, I thought
lives
it
as
said.
well. But
I
for
thought it
others,
said
it was a survival tactic.
No. Hey, I had been on here for 2 hours.
What'd you thought I said, Mom?
Yeah, I heard what you said.
What you thought I said?
Yeah, I guess I can do that.
What you thought I said?
I don't know. It said panties. I thought you said panties.
But it was clear that Kim Jong-un possessed the types of qualities that would make him best suited to be the next North Korean leader. He was very charismatic, like his grandfather, very ruthless and sadistic, like his father.
You're killing me, Mom.
Well, that's what I thought you said was
Thought to be
panties.
just 27
That
or
wasn't
28
2
years
hours.
old at the
I ain't
time
even
of
been
his
on here
succession,
for 2 hours.
Kim Jong-un was largely unknown to the North Korean people as well as to the outside world.
I ain't even been on here for 2
Kim Jong-un had
hours.
an interesting
I
upbringing.
ain't been on here for an hour.
Lifestyle not dissimilar to the sons and daughters of
You
leaders of
ding dong.
countries around the world. He was sent to Switzerland for his education. He
Rock
grew
steady.
up quite a period in
Steady
Western
rocking
country
on.
and had a lot of different influences and interests. As we know, he was very keen on basketball. So yeah, this sort of almost cosmopolitan upbringing.
I haven't been on here for 2 hours. I've only been on here for an hour and 21 seconds.
For many dictators that actually experienced something in the West, have found that there is no
This is the first time I've been on
indication
live.
that
Went live.
spending any time in the West will influence their worldviews and their views, particularly towards democracy.
In a couple days.
No different. In fact, his time in Switzerland while he was at a boarding school there showed him that when he didn't have his family, he was pretty mediocre. He wasn't anything special. No one paid much attention to him. So his time in the West really demonstrated to him that his only way to achieving some kind of power was by becoming a dictator.
Well, that was nice. Went on a
Many
hike.
questioned
That's pretty.
whether the young leader could harness the same amount of loyalty from the
But you are
people,
beat.
and even more
I saw that
so
live
to
stream
maintain
you
the
were,
same
you know,
level
you
of
did. I was
control
like,
in the rapidly changing
I don't know if I could have done
21st
that.
century.
The heck?
From day one,
Nuts.
Kim Jong-un's rule seemed absolutely terrifying, particularly the way he went against any of his political opponents. He took absolutely no mercy.
It's really been nice to go on a hike today here. It got up to 70 degrees.
Potentially wanting to take over like his uncle, Jay Solomon, and he knew that he was going to have to get
That
control over
was very nice here earlier.
in order to prove himself. So you saw very early on, this is actually very common in many dictatorships. He set out to purge any threats to his power, killing his uncle in 2013.
Oh, you went. Oh, that was. You went hiking 2 hours ago.
This really
Ah,
proved
okay.
to many of the Korean elites who often only really respect their elders and not these younger people. And he, of course, he recognized that he wasn't someone that they could underestimate and that he was as shrewd and savvy as his father and grandfather were.
When you look at the way that he's ruled North Korea, he hasn't made any great shocking changes to North Korea. I think you have to take into account that he is still the son of his father and the grandson of his grandfather, Kim Il-sung, and he still comes from that system, and he still would have been heavily indoctrinated within that system, and he still also views himself, I guess, as being responsible for the future survival of North Korea as a state and of the North Korean system and of his family and its legacy. Kim Jong-un has continued his father's military-first policy and taken nuclear testing to the extreme. There is no doubt that the third ruler seems intent on proving himself to the world and keeping his US and South Korean opponents in check. If you've been in an accident that wasn't your fault, your favorite attorney has a message for you. Collision, calamity, catastrophe? Are you innocent, faultless, above reproach? If you want money, you need an attorney. You need a bulldog. But finding one, it's laborious, it's strenuous, it's stupefying. That's why you gotta call the number on your screen now. To get your own bulldog, call your favorite attorney now. They'll help you connect to a legal expert. You have questions, they have answers. They know the legalese, the lingo, the jargon, and the argot.
When I got hit by a car, I was confused, confounded, and concerned. But calling left me calm, composed, and confident. Thanks, your favorite attorney.
I'm gonna tell you how much money your case could be for. $86,491. Close enough. Call your favorite attorney now. He called you, but he doesn't have your number. Call 800-513-2164. Slip and falls, work accidents, car, truck, bus, motorcycle, motorbike, e-bike, tandem bike. These bulldogs will make sure people pay. And if you don't get paid, the attorneys don't get paid, and I don't get paid. After I was blindsided and sideswiped by a fat tire e-bike telling me to speed the limit, I didn't know what to do. But a friend recommended that I call his favorite attorney. And I got results. Now, he's my favorite attorney. It doesn't matter what kind of vehicle it was. As long as it had an engine and the accident wasn't your fault, call your favorite attorney now. So I compel you, I implore you, I beseech you to pick up that phone and call now to see what your case could be worth. To get a windfall, you first need to call. Thanks, your favorite attorney.
Thanks, your favorite attorney.
Thanks, your favorite attorney. So if you've been in an accident that wasn't your fault, call your favorite attorney now. 800-513-2164. 800-513-2164. That's 800-513-2164. Have you seen that life insurance thing I got in the mail?
Over there.
The recyclable. I sent for this.
You're buying life insurance now? Have you been to a grocery store lately? The last thing we need is another bill.
That's exactly why we need life insurance. We can help pay those bills. Funeral costs too. Take a look at
Thank
this. It
you for
costs
an 8
That's
like.
right. Rates for Colonial Penn Life Insurance start at $9.95 a month. That's 35 cents a day. And this is one bill you know will never pay. A lifetime rate lock guarantee. Your rate is guaranteed, and so is your acceptance. That makes a plan quick and easy. There are no medical questions, no further win. Since you can't get touched down, we don't ask about your health. Call for more information and your free gift today.
Call 1-800-253-5058 for free information and a free beneficiary plan. That's 1-800-253-5058. 1-800-253-5058.
Whoa. And one day all of this will be yours. Thank you? Don't worry. That's not all I'm leaving you. I just called and got a guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance policy for less than $7 a month. It'll help cover my expenses. Oh, Mom, you're not going anywhere. I wasn't planning on it.
If you're between the ages of 15 and 85, you're automatically qualified for up to $25,000 in life insurance
Steady
coverage. There
rocking
are no
all
health
night
questions
long.
and no medical exams. You can't be turned down due to health. Your acceptance is guaranteed. Policies start at just $6.38 per month with most benefit remaining as low as 24 hours. And best of all, your rate will never increase and your coverage will never decrease. That's our rate lock guarantee. Help protect the ones you love. Get a policy with a budget-friendly monthly premium of up to $25,000 in life insurance. Now is the time to call the number on your screen and lock in your rate. Leave your family with a financial protection to help cover funeral costs, medical bills, or to use however they need. Call the Guaranteed Life Insurance Helpline today. Get your guaranteed acceptance policy and lock in your guaranteed rates. You can't be turned down.
Call 800-526-4208. That's 800-526-4208. 800-526-4208. Call now.
Newsmax, you like Newsmax? I like it. Newsmax, you like Newsmax? I like it too.
It's true. Millions of Americans agree with President Trump, and they're switching to Newsmax. They're watching great shows with Greta, Carl Higbie, Rob Schmidt, Finnerty, and more. If you're tired of big media, start watching Newsmax. It's free to start. Newsmaxplus.com for immediate access. Get all of President Trump's most important events live. Imagine watching Mike Huckabee's Israel Report, a Melania documentary, Clint Eastwood, Charlie Kirk specials, even the movie Jesus of Nazareth by Franco Zeffirelli. Once you start Newsmax Plus, you won't stop. So try it for free. Go to newsmaxplus.com, then download the app. It's easy. So make the switch to Newsmax Plus today. Federal agencies urge every family to have an emergency radio. During a disaster, electrical power may get cut. The emergency radio gives you the vital information you need. Newsmax wants you to have the Dynamo Emergency Band Radio. It doesn't need batteries and works in any emergencies. It retails for $30. You can get it with the free offer. Call or go online and get the emergency radio today. Your life may depend on it.
Getting into there have been multiple attempts in the last, let's say, 25 years for them to do something South Korea, also South Korea actually. But it's very difficult because the problem for South Korea is that South Korea might want to improve relations with North Korea, but they're not the only two parties
administration and Kim Jong-un having very low levels of trust for his rapid pursuit of nuclear weapons. But things took a wild turn when President Donald Trump took over in 2016. Immediately, Trump was referring to Kim Jong-un as Rocket Man and Little Rocket Man.
We will have no choice but to totally destroy North Korea. Rocket Man is on a suicide mission for himself and for his regime.
Rocket Man.
The United States is ready,
I'm sorry.
willing, and able. But hopefully, this will not be necessary.
And then out of nowhere, they decided to hold this huge summit in Singapore. Now, in their second meeting, this completely fell apart because Kim Jong-un refused to stop his nuclear program, and that was a key concession for the U.S. to stop the economic sanctions that they had implemented on North Korea, which had really crippled the North Korean economy.
isolate its people from outside influences is certainly something that is becoming more difficult. I think as we've seen all over the world, various people over the world are trying to find ways to filter information as it gets to their population by having selective firewalls on the internet. North Korea has taken a more drastic response to that, which is basically not to allow the internet in North Korea apart from for a very small number of people. North Korea is constantly also evolving and trying to find new ways to keep out influences it doesn't like and to shelter, you could say, its people from outside influence.
Man, I would hate to be North Korean.
Are currently sailing through Western Asia. With Kim Jong-un prepping his daughter for state events, we could see the first ever female leader of North Korea in the next few decades. Whatever the case, Kim Jong-un will surely do what it takes to secure the dynasty's future and continue his grandfather's legacy.
Ultimately, the North Korean is likely to stay intact for the unforeseeable future because the greatest threat to the North Korean regime isn't really the people, it isn't really technology, it is the elites. As long as he's happy, then he's going to stay in power.
There is no predicting the regime's next chapter, and with an elusive dictator like Kim Jong-un in power, it's difficult to figure out his next move. Crawls out of the darkness anytime soon.
Welcome in to Enter the Briefing, streaming exclusively right here on the Mighty N2, T-minus 2 hours until Iran. No exaggeration here. Could be wiped off the map. President Trump declaring, quote, a whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again unless Iran agrees by his deadline, 8 p.m. Eastern, to open the Strait of Hormuz and move toward a peace deal. Guess what? Part of the deal, right? That's what they call it. Breaking this hour, we may be edging closer to an agreement. Back stands Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif declaring diplomatic efforts for peaceful settlement of the ongoing war. The move's efforts are progressing steadily stronger.
WBTV News.
Oh, is my grilled cheese sandwich ready?
No, gave him
Damn it, Mom!
I'm cleaning the dishes up.
I've been waiting and you've just been here the whole time sitting around.
No, look what I'm doing. I'm cleaning up dishes. Cleaning dishes up.
Can't you just do something?
I am. I'm wash the dishes. Cleaning the dishes up.
Scott and Erica are off. That suspect, a seamless employee who's now suspended with pay while locked up. Gentlemen's
Hello? Hello?
Chill out, dude. I'm doing something.
It's about bedtime. It's 11
Well, the
o'clock.
suspect in this case, the victim's husband, saw judge for the first time today. Is bond for a charge of first-degree murder.
Well, I'm hungry,
Eat
Mom.
Popeye.
Meanwhile,
Yeah, eat a pot pie. I'll make you a grilled cheese in the morning.
No! Mom! Mom! Mom!
Okay, quit hollering.
Please.
Not tonight.
Please.
Not tonight.
Please.
Not tonight.
Please.
Not tonight. Not tonight.
Please.
Stop.
Please.
Stop.
Please.
Can't leave me alone.
Please.
No.
Please.
No. You know what?
Please.
Stop.
Please.
No.
Yes.
Not tonight.
Please.
Not tonight.
Yes.
Steady, steady. Steady, steady rocking. Little man, question. All these little. Man, that's some good cold water. Steady rocking on. I'm about to bust. Oh, gracious. Doobie. Steady. Steady rocking all night long. Look. Rock steady. Steady. What? Yeah. To rock. Steady. Steady rocking on down. You know, I wonder if anybody watches me anymore. Probably don't. I got all the little fucktards. Anyways. Ah, I don't know. Oh, yeah. Sandwich. Real cheese sandwich. What the heck? The cat's gone loco. Loco. Oh, look, where is he? Gone bonkers. She's feeling thin and crispy now. Give her that Shiva and she's off. She's got all over crazy. Steady rocking all night long. I'm steady rocking all night long. Goody. Come on. Oh. I'll take that. You. Gabriel! Alright. It's all ready for you. Oh my goodness. Steady fucking all night long. Rock steady. Now I gotta wait on the tea to finish. And I burnt my finger. The dang pan. A little bit. Not too bad. At least I didn't do what Louis did the other day and put his hand on the finger on the what you call it. After I had just had it on the burner. Oh, you goofball.
It was a little bit funny, but not that much funny. Was you getting all?
Yeah.
That happened in the doctor's examination room. It felt so like someone threw scalding hot water in her eye. And up against the wall, there are 3 upside-down crosses carved into the wood. But I want to warn everyone, what is walking around this house is not evil. It's something dark. This place doesn't look good to me. He started seeing this in his dream. During this room, we've documented at least 23 people died. The house can be extremely aggressive and negative. The device
While my dad was at the burner, where he was cooking, he put his finger on the burner.
Not meaning to. He didn't know that burner was used.
If that burner was used, he still made a mistake.
This is also called Big Black's room. Lots of people, lots of guests over the last years see a big tall shadow figure here. It's over 6 foot tall. Dozens, if not hundreds of people claim to have seen it. Before we begin tonight's episode, I want everybody to say a prayer or wrap yourself in white light. Give yourself extra spiritual protection because the location that we're investigating this evening is not only notorious for its hauntings, but this is a place where hundreds of people have been attacked by spirits. Even the owner of the house doesn't like to stay here alone. There have been hundreds of people that have been scratched. People have had their eyeballs start bleeding. People have been pushed down these stairs. Nobody can explain what this thing is.
Somebody in chat said, "Oh God."
We always like to warn viewers of this because
Yeah.
we've had episodes filmed that
What
look
chat?
like this where these entities have been able to come through the screen into people's
Oh.
homes. And I know some people say, "Oh, that's bullshit," blah blah blah. Location owners also told us this, that we
And Zoe,
warn
but
people
it's not,
because they've seen it happen themselves. So
Yeah, it's not funny when you burn yourself.
family, bless your home. Do whatever you need to do to protect yourself. Let's start this thing.
If you enter those doors, there's no guarantee you'll make it out alive. I mean, it's not in that.
On tonight's episode of the
Why
Paranormal
did you
Files,
say
we're in a
that's
house that
good?
some have claimed is the scariest place in America, the Whispers Estate here in Indiana.
Why did you say that's good? Oh.
Oh, what is it? Uh-oh. You want to say it?
Go get some more. Go. Get some more. Callie, go get more.
Get her a bowl of water, Gabriel.
Stay there.
Here, Callie.
Uh.
No. I got it. I get it. She's got all worked up.
Because, yeah, okay.
Okay, you need to move your chair.
He's okay. But a little shocked.
Just be careful, there's water in this bowl. Come here. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Come here. Got you some water. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You need some water, huh? Yep.
Maybe she got.
It's not funny, Gabriel. Why are you laughing?
You
It's
scared her.
not funny.
You scared her.
I mean, she got herself all worked up. Probably. Got hot.
Maybe she got choked on something.
She probably got hot. She's got a little bit of water there.
There's a number of inhuman entities that nobody can seem to explain.
That finger hurts.
Including a shadow figure, a large shadow figure seen in the
How long does that go have on the tea?
black.
6 minutes.
Okay. There's you some water.
Paranormal activity inside of the house is violent. It's physical. Hundreds of people
Yep,
have
she
been
did.
scratched.
Oops.
One woman's eyeball
She can't even. She's like, I can't even get water.
place to investigate based
Hmm.
upon its history.
I didn't mean to scare her.
It's attacking people. So remember, watch this episode with caution. I'm Colin Brown, and welcome to the Paranormal Files.
A new swimming pool in your backyard this summer means double the fun for your family. The big 15 by 24 Econoline pool from Blue World Pools is only $3.99. Yes, $3.99, and that super low price includes pump, filter, liner, ladder, and a free automatic pool vacuum. That price even includes installation on your ready site. What a deal!
Oh my goodness.
Your pool. Beat that heat. Call Blue World Pools now and get
Big
your
Daddy pools. Jeez.
All right, everybody. So today, Jeff and I are visiting one of the scariest places in Indiana, according to not only the owner of the location, but the thousands of people that have investigated this home, Whispers Estate. Oh, it's going to be scary. So, this place has a crazy history. Lots of deaths in the house. It's a small mansion. Well, small house, not really a mansion. But the thing that's interesting about this location is that there are not only hundreds of people that have been scratched and attacked physically in this house, pushed downstairs, choked out, like crazy violent stuff. A psychic medium actually said that the little girl that haunts the home is something darker, and it's not a little girl. So, as you guys know, we absolutely, for some reason, love doing these really dark investigations. So small town. Yeah, it is a very small town. You wouldn't expect a home with sounds like the devil himself to be somewhere around here next to Huckleberry's Bakery. Roxy's Theater. Roxy's Theater. That shit's right here. Oh my gosh, what? Right here. Oh shit, I was looking at that. Oh, okay, I'm gonna back up a little bit. There it is, dude. The infamous Whispers Estate. That's it. Isn't that crazy? Just like, this is famous, man. Yeah, it's definitely like people don't know about it a lot, but it's like really well known. It's always funny to me when there's like a haunted house that you look at. It always looks like a haunted house, you know? Like that house right over there doesn't really look that haunted. Obviously, this house next door doesn't look that haunted. That house right there doesn't look that haunted. This house looks haunted as shit. You know what I just thought about? I just thought of the old timers will remember Yogi Berra, the baseball player. And I just got Yogi Berra. Oh shit, yeah. Well, let's remember Yogi Berra too. Yogi Berra is cool, man. Could have come from him, but I was thinking, as I said, yeah, this place is really famous, but nobody really knows about it.
how can it be really famous if you
That's
don't,
a good,
if no
that's
one
a
really
good
knows
point.
about it,
That's
right?
a really good point.
Anyway, sorry.
It's famous in the paranormal world.
Yes.
I haven't seen very many people
There you go.
come investigate this on YouTube. So,
There, that's what I meant.
well, my brother, you ready?
Okay. Looks good.
Let's go in.
Okay, man.
So the Whispers Estate is a place that I've heard about for years, a place that is notorious. Hundreds of people being scratched in this building, physical, violent attacks, an unexplained evil entity, a psychic who saw a little girl, who claims that the little girl is actually this evil creature. Yeah, it's a little bit scary when you look at all of that. So we were a bit on edge to actually...
Oh shit.
I love you.
Watching paranormal. It's called paranormal. Did it? Paranormal Files.
Way stronger in my opinion than
Haunting.
human entities. And my evolution of not believing in
I like watching this kind of stuff.
just being so close-minded and skeptical
I'm bored, and I'm not ready to go to bed yet.
and gathering so much evidence that I'm like,
I do too. So, have you ever heard of them? The Paranormal Files. You should look them up. They're really good.
in here that's beyond human. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to sit here and tell you what it is, but whatever that is there in the Whispers Estate, and you're about to see proof of it.
So we moved on to an investigation at a place called Whispers.
It's actually a mother, a father, and their two sons. But one of their sons is it's actually his channel. He started it. But it's a mother, a father, and two sons, and one of the sons started the YouTube channel.
On things like scratching and, again, evil entities, people being pushed.
It's pretty cool.
Things like that. And boy, it really, again, was a place that just didn't disappoint. I mean, it was full of all this weird energy, and again, you're going to see it. Things that happen to us that really rarely happens to us. But again, it's a place that I was really unexpectedly surprised, and it was great.
So it was time to do our historical tour. Rich, the owner...
And the guy, he's that guy right there. Oh, his name is... Oh, shit. His name's Colin. And he just got over being a sober. He's actually sober. He just got done being in rehab for drinking. He was an alcoholic. So, he's pretty cool to watch. He's one of the real ones I like watching. I mean, I've seen some that that do that, unless it's real, like on real TV, show. But I've seen them, and they actually, most of them are actually not really real. They're all actually fake, and you could tell. But he's more legit though. I'm making tea, y'all. I got to have my sweet tea. Oh, yeah, I know who Stu is. Yeah. I know Stu. Well, I don't know him personally, but I know Stu. I know Stu. He used to come in my chat. He used to come in my live streams. I know Stu. He used to come in my live streams. I know. Well, I've seen him go live, and that's about it. I hadn't seen him, other than that. And I did, I've gone in there and said hi to him, but I hate seeing him in a while, in a good while. Which I hadn't seen him live for a while either. Nah, hey, some of them don't come to mind either, Eric. Which I did see you. I did see y'all were live doing karaoke, but I had to make somebody some. I did hit the like button though, but I didn't stay long. I couldn't stay long. I had to make somebody a grilled cheese sandwich, and he was like, "Will you make me a grilled cheese sandwich?" And I'm like, "Now." Like, it's like it's like 11 o'clock at night, and he's wanting a grilled cheese sandwich, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like, "Can I make you one in the morning for breakfast?" "No, I want one now." I was like, "Okay, I'll make you one." I love him. She's, but he's a growing boy. And I can't say much because he does good in school. He makes good grades. So I can't complain too much about him. But they're out of school this week though because of spring break. But
That's up in here? Oh, okay, I gotta quit here. I've seen people get affected before. I don't think I've ever seen my dad like this. Very bizarre. I feel strange too. This is also called Big Black's Room. Lots of people, lots of guests over
yeah.
the last years see a big not goodbye Netflix.
It started over.
Not believing in demons has really evolved over the years from just being so close-minded and skeptical to witnessing so many hundreds of paranormal events and gathering so much evidence that I'm like, I can't deny that there's something happening.
I never believed in ghosts till I had experience of my own with my great aunt, and now I believe. It wasn't a bad thing. It was actually a good thing. It was right after my mom passed, and the day before her funeral. Oh, me and her were. It was. And this thing is that I was sitting at my mom's at her grave, and this was day of the funeral, and they already put her down in the grave. Put the dirt, covered it up with dirt, covered it with dirt. And after the funeral, they clean up the mess, tents and stuff, and they had all the flowers at the from her funeral, and laying down on her grave. And I'm like, okay, well, this is like, and then it's just like I was just sitting there, and my great aunt popped up. And let me tell you, this is a great aunt, my great aunt that had died 14 years before this happened, before my mom passed. And yeah, she was wearing the white gown, the white robe, the wings. She actually had the halo too on her head, and she said it's like I was sitting on the ground. And she got down, came down there, sat on the ground with me, hugged me up against her, and we hugged. And she said, and she used to call me baby girl. And she said, hey, baby girl, she said, everything's going to be all right. And so that was a sign that, after mom died, mm, that was a sign that everything was going to be all right. Everything will work out. And that my mom will be okay and she's in a good place. So, it's. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I can't talk about it without wanting to cry. No. Did you hear about the explosion that happened in Mooresville, Eric? That was, wow. That was crazy.
I don't know what it is. I'm not going to sit here and tell you what it is, but whatever that is there in the Whispers estate, and you're about to see proof of it.
So we moved on to an investigation at a place called Whispers. I'd heard of this place on things like scratching and, again, evil entities, people being pushed, things like that. And boy, it really, again, was a place that just didn't disappoint. I mean, it was full of all this weird energy, and again, you're going to see it. Things that happen to us that really rarely happens to us. But again, it's a place that I was really unexpectedly surprised, and it was great.
So it was time to do our historical tour. Rich, the owner, is a great guy. I think you guys are really going to love this. There's some really, really bizarre history in this house, and yeah, I can't say it any better than he will, so let's cover this history. Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. Well, I guess that didn't work. Let's talk about Audible. Audible is the home of storytelling, and through Audible, you can listen to all of your favorite shows and podcasts, audiobooks, and so much more. Corey and I's podcast, Murder in America, is available on Audible, along with a ton of other amazing shows. Right now, I'm actually listening to The Franklin Cover-Up by author Nick Bryant, a deep dive into one of America's darkest conspiracies. I don't know what that was. But yeah, to sum it up, Audible is an amazing service. Audible has all of your favorite audiobooks, and today, if you sign up for Audible using the link in the description of this video, you'll get a free trial, and you can listen to any suspenseful true crime thriller or mystery that your heart desires. I just want to reiterate one more time, use the link in my description to sign up for Audible today and get that free trial. If you love audio entertainment, Audible is the place for you. Well, I guess this Bloody Mary thing didn't work, so might as well blow out these candles.
Hello, elevator. It's God real. Nice.
Visit audible.com/theparanormalfiles or text code theparanormalfiles to 500-500 for a free trial of Audible. And now let's get back to today's video.
Hey everyone, guys, welcome to Whispers Estate. My name is Rich Fowler. I'm the owner. Please come on into the house. I normally bring groups of visitors to the house here in this room first. I think the story of the house kind of begins in this room. The house was built in 1894 by a gentleman named George White. We have no record of George White ever living in the house. No one knows why. The first residents of the house was a couple, Dr. John Gibbons and his wife Jessie. They would buy the house in 1899. 2 years later, Dr. Gibbons would take a second mortgage on the house in 1901. He would use that money to So patients would have came in this door right here. This is where they would have entered the house. Obviously, none of this furniture is organic to the house. It's all been donated or added to the house. When Jared Marshall bought the house in 2004, his initial goal was to turn it into a bed and breakfast. He quickly realized that that probably wasn't practical. He was putting a sump pump in the basement, and while digging in the basement for the sump pump, he did uncover a whole bunch of empty medicine bottles down in the basement. Everything in here has been found in the house. We don't know if it's all belong to the doctor and his family or subsequent families that lived in the house afterwards. But, you know, it is intriguing why were there medicine bottles, you know, buried in the basement. And locally, there's a lot of elderly people that remember the doctor and have a kind of negative, perspective on what he was doing in his practice. Now, from my point, he's not here to defend himself. So innocent to proven guilty, but at the same time, it is intriguing why there would be buried medicine bottles in the basement, all that good stuff. Okay, right. This is also.
Hey, baby, you feeling better? You feel all right?
Lots of guests over the last years see a big tall shadow figure.
Guess you got too hot.
I have no idea. I've never personally seen the shadow figure, but
Yeah.
not hundreds of people claim to have seen it. Okay. When it was the patient's turn to see the doctor, this would have been the doctor's examination room. I don't believe anything in this room is original to the house. The bed here, we ask guests not to lie on. We used to let guests sit on it, lie on it, but it breaks. So please don't sit on that. The wheelchair speaks for itself. This examination table.
Wheelchair speaks for itself. Oh my goodness.
Would have been something very similar to the doctor would use with his patients during the early part of the 20th century. We also ask guests not to sit on this. As I said earlier, the doctor would spend 27 years operating a successful medical practice. He was a well-respected member of the community. Towards the latter part of his life, he had lost his wife, a couple of children. It's reported that he became kind of eccentric there at the end. He was wandering around downtown in his pajamas, shooting his gun off in the air. He had an older daughter who had just graduated high school, and she did have the authorities come and get him. And they did commit him, and this is 3 pages of the 12-page insanity inquest that they did on him. And if you read the entire thing, it does say that he was found to be sane, and he was released. By then, his medical practice had ended, and I think they used to tell people that he died in the house, but we found death certificate, and he died north of here, about 10 minutes north of here in Bedford, Indiana, I believe in the hospital in 1942. This is a working restroom.
Can I ask you real quick?
Yes, sir.
Is there a reason for the point?
Let me get to the attic. Can I tell you about the point to get to the attic? Okay. It seems to be more of an occurrence up there than it is in the other part of the house. This is a working restroom, obviously. This used to be, when the doctor was operating his medical practice, this was the actual surgery room. This was not a restroom. None of this was in here. I think there are a couple pictures on our photo albums of the actual old-fashioned operating light that came down. The previous owner, Van Rainier, used to tell people that he had heard and had done some research and thought probably the doctor had lost 29 patients, on the surgery table over a period of 27 years. I've got with some people that, spent quite a bit of time. A friend of mine has access to lots of newspapers I told you about earlier that work for Child Protection Services. And this individual was able to locate 23 signed death certificates from people who died on his operating table. And this really documented at least 23 people died in this room. Now, that's over a period of 27 years before there's such thing as antibiotics and penicillin. This guy was probably a really good doctor, I'm assuming, okay? And like I said, there's a lot of local narrative about him being kind of an eccentric, crazy old man, but he's not here to defend himself. Most of the evidence suggests he was probably a well-respected member of the community and a really good doctor.
Oh, my days.
Okay, but now it's just that is interesting.
That's kind of a question.
Mm.
We're getting married. Where's the engagement ring? But morally, if I spend the night with a woman who's about to get married.
that he envisioned making this a bed and breakfast. I think the house had been vacant for a couple of years. It's a local haunted house. No one wanted to rent it or living in it. And he bought it. His vision was to turn it into bed and breakfast. He's the gentleman that put all this Victorian wallpaper, the chandeliers. He did an amazing job on the house. I think he put most of his furniture in here. And it is, you know, for a house that's 150 plus years old, it is a beautiful old home. But this is the home, part of the home where the tragedy for the doctor starts. We have been told, and as the folklore go, the doctor and his wife were unable to have children, so they adopted children. And there's record of 3 children they adopted. They were all 3 females. The middle child was a little girl named Rachel, and on December 24th, 1910, she came down these stairs sometime early in the morning. We don't know exactly what time. The belief was she was wanting to look underneath the Christmas tree, which we think was in this corner here. And she either brushed up against the tree or knocked it over on her back. There wouldn't even have been electricity in homes. The tree would have probably been decorated with candles. And she, her gown caught fire. She sustained 2nd, 3rd degree burns all over her body. Now, the problem with that story is with all of my research and people that I've used, professors at colleges, historians, and people I've used to help me do these types of researches, we haven't been able to find any documentation of that. The best example we have that the fire did indeed occur is when Jared was remodeling the house. This was a solid wall, and he noticed it was hollow behind there, and he tore the wall out, and he found a pocket door, and the pocket door has so a fire did occur in this room. Okay, so I would say the fire, even though we've had difficulty documenting this event, I would say that's pretty good evidence. And if you actually can look underneath here, I've had a couple of friends of mine that are, you know, contractors. One even pulled some stuff off. He was able to trace the fire all the way back to that corner. He's worked with a local fire department down in Columbus, Indiana, for arson investigations, and he's really good at tracing the source of the fire. It was his belief that the fire didn't start that corner, and I told him nothing. I didn't tell him where we thought the fire had started. So sometimes just the legends have some accuracy to them. That's always neat when that happens, right? Okay. Well, I'll take you upstairs now. Well, you know, Jared was a very talented man, and he started seeing this in his dream. It was a recurring dream, like a serial dream, and he painted it and stuck it up here. And I've long told guests, do I really need to leave this up here? Because, well, I'm not trying to scare you with paintings and stuff. The house doesn't need that effect. But probably 99% of guests that see it go, well, you know what, that guy was talented, and it's kind of cool. So I've left it up here these last years. I will tell you, I've never seen anything like this in the house. If I see this in the house is immediately for sale. So he, when he owned the house, saw it, he was seeing that pretty typically in, you know, if you study dreams, or should say it's called serial dreams, and I never got to talk to him to see if there was any lucidity in it as far as interacting with it or something, but he was seeing this in his dream when he painted it, so that's pretty interesting. Yeah. It's a very cool painting. Yes, it is. Eerie. This was the little girl's bedroom, and from what we've gathered, the doctor never took her to the hospital. The closest hospital was, you know, back then probably close to an hour away. He was a doctor. He realized there was probably nothing to be done for her. She sustained serious burns. He did bring her up here. We believe he kept her comfortable on morphine, and she died on December 27th, later. Obviously, this bed is not original to the house. Nothing is original to the house. I have so many dolls. So many visitors like to bring dolls, and you know, at some point I'm gonna run out of room for dolls. But once again, people love to bring dolls because they believe that the little girl's spirit is here. We have the beach balls on the bed, and the first time I heard about this, I said, well, it's got to be air, it's got to be something. But the beach balls are getting smacked off the bed, and it happens all the time. And when they come off the bed, you actually hear them get smacked. It's like they don't just roll off the bed. And as you watch, it's not air doing it. See, air won't get it off the bed. the summer, and this one got hit so hard it rolled out into the hallway. And I've seen it happen. That's me. I apologize. I've that's my fault. I got big feet. But many, as I told you gentlemen downstairs, there's probably been way over 100 people to see the little girl in the house. This is the only known picture we have of her right here. This is her probably the summer before her tragic accident right there. Okay, and like I said, people love to bring toys and they leave and everything. So, have you heard of the psychic Joy Lee? She, I guess back in her day, was one of the most respected psychics in the world. She's been everywhere. Little bitty tiny lady. She's from Cleveland, Ohio. And this is long before I bought the house. A group had basically decided to fly her in to see the house, and she didn't know where she was going. She had no internet access. This woman, you know, she did not have a chance to research the house. So they asked me to join just because as a psychologist, hey, can you help us determine if she's legit and stuff? And she came in this room and she, you know, we weren't telling her anything. She says, well, there's been a tragedy in the house, several of them, but I suspect people say they're seeing a little girl in this house. But I want to warn everyone, what is walking around this house is a little girl. It's not a little girl. It's something dark, and it's pretending to be a little girl. Obligatory walk through the house. I've been filming these as of late. It's never much fun to come upstairs by yourself, but you know, he's turned 45 years old, and at my age, I need to be braver. I own the place, so I need to be pretty brave here. For once, Gary's plus the door's open. I'm sorry, it's closed. It's usually always open. Looks like Jesse's bed's in good shape. Rachel's room. These walls were on the bed. Some might have walked through before she left today. Usually. Straight to his bathroom. A little light coming through there. Something like that. It's Rachel's room. Rachel? Okay, I'm out of here. So, you know, I have lots of people come here and say, this is one of the house where I feel kind of nice and safe. But I don't know what, if Joy Lee is right, I gotta think that's the last thing you should feel. This is weird, because I feel the exact opposite. You feel came here and yeah. I've got to agree with you. I've never felt at ease in this room. When I'm in the house by myself, I do not like to spend hardly any time in this room by myself. It's always gave me a little bit of an unnerving feeling. So hopefully if you're lucky, you'll catch the beach balls getting knocked off the bed. And if they do, you'll hear them. It's just like something smacks them. It's really the neat.
Oh my goodness.
EVPs, people get a lot of really good EVPs. And okay. All right, I'm trying to go good, folks. I'll go ahead and kill this light, gentlemen. Do you know where she's buried? Yes. There is a family plot here locally in Mitchell, Indiana, where the doctor, Jesse, and their two children that did precede them in death passed away. Okay? I'll tell you about the second child. It was a little 10-month-old baby. They named her Sarah Elizabeth. She died probably about 6 years after Rachel. They had adopted her, and she died, we believe, in this room of double pneumonia. I think we have her obituary downstairs, if I'm not mistaken. This would have been the master bedroom where the doctor and his wife and probably almost every other family that's rented and owned the house has used the master bedroom. We call it Jesse's room because Jessie, we've got her obituary downstairs. I know that for a fact. She died in 1934 of double pneumonia here in this room. She didn't die in this bed. It's been donated. When you talk to historians, they will tell you that back in those days, because there wasn't central air and heat, that they would take beds and put them in the corner as far away from the windows as possible. And she did die in February, so I'm believing she died in that corner there. And then when it was summer, you'd move the windows for the air, you know. So lots of people come in here and have trouble breathing. I've heard breathing in this room long before I bought the house. You met my son. He and I were here one night. We heard really heavy breathing over there. It was pretty unnerving. I haven't had that happen much, but I've had it happen. Probably the most famous thing or popular thing that's happened in the house is the closet here. Dozens of groups have got the closet door open, and it's the strangest thing when it happens. After the doctor passes away and his family are out of the house, a couple other people own the house, and by the 1970s, the house had become apartments, where there's a family that rented the house downstairs, a family that rented upstairs, and the family that rented upstairs had a little boy named Gary. This would have been the early 1970s. Gary, probably by today's standards, we'd have probably considered him a high-functioning autistic child. Back then, I think they probably just called it special ed. You know how that was back then. He would play in this closet. It's a huge walk-in closet. Toys. Wow. None of these toys are organic to the house. They've all been donated by guests. But the strangest thing is this door will just open. And I've seen it open myself. I can't even count the times. And the first time it happened, I said, well, it's vibration, it's something like that, but watch.
Anytime you have a husband killed in the marital home, the spouse is...
Vibration will not open it. And I slam these doors, see if it's suction or something like that. If you're really lucky, you'll catch this on video tonight or see it. When it opens, you'll just hear, I've got a group that set a camera right here, and you actually see the doorknob turn. And then I think gravity just kind of pulls the door open because the house is, old. But it's the weirdest thing, and I've tried to debunk this for about, the first time I came to the house about 8 years ago. I've been trying for about 8 years to debunk it. I can't. And sometimes it'll go weeks when no one will see it open. And then there was a group just a few weeks ago, I think they documented it opened 8 times in 2 hours. So I just don't have any. There is a really good video on our website that a group shared with us. They set a camera right here and the door open. Did you see the video? No. Well, they have, they slow it down even, they did some really good camera work. It looks like a little white dress on this side, kind of appears like it's like a little child twirling. You even see her little arm like that. And unless they had Photoshop or they're really good at tech stuff, it's really good. If you visit our website, you'll see that's a really good video. There's most of the videos on there are guest submitted. People just send me stuff and I put it on their form, or my tech guy puts it on. Okay. Guys, just make sure you stay dark in there, okay? This is our third working bathroom up here. And we do have a story connected to this bathroom, if you can believe it. A family called the Hoppers bought the house. Dr. Gibbons had a surviving daughter. She had already moved to the state of New York, not New York City. She had married a gentleman. This would have been about 1944, 45. And she had no interest in moving back to Indiana. And so she just sold the house to a family called the Hoppers. They will live in the house, I believe, for 12 or 13 years. He even has a antique store on the second floor here because there was an outside entrance. There used to be a stairway back there. It's no longer there. And his first wife, Mabel, will die. I think we documented that she died in 1953 or something like that. He would remarry, and his second wife and his daughter went to Indianapolis for the weekend, and they used to tell people that he was taking a bath, he was by himself in the house, and he stood up, he was an elderly gentleman, and he fell and he cracked his skull and died in the bathtub. Well, that didn't happen. Thanks to people who helped me do a lot of research. COVID did have some positives. I had about 6 months to really do some heavy-duty internet research. He did die in his bathtub. He died of a heart attack. And they used to tell people he lay here all weekend before they found his body. That has been documented too, that his wife and daughter did not return home Sunday evening. He died Friday night, so he lying here. That's not funny, of course, but some of my empaths, I'll have empaths in the house, and before I even can start telling the story, they'll say, I can't walk in there, the smell is just too bad. And I'm like, okay, we clean the toilets, there should be smells, so that's pretty interesting. I've never smelled anything like rotting flesh, but some of the empaths do and all that good stuff. Okay.
What was his name? This is John again?
This would have been Mr. Hopper. Okay.
Mr. Hopper.
His first name escapes me. It's written downstairs.
Oh, it is.
I remember his name. His wife's name, Mabel, his first wife who died. Mainly because I had a neighbor as a kid growing up. Her name was Mabel.
But you have this stuff written downstairs.
Yeah, we have almost everything downstairs. Okay. All right.
I'm trying to think of all these names, man.
Oh, I know it's the history. There's it's a 150-year-old house.
That's good.
This is the servants' quarters. Some people think this is probably the most active part of the house. Certainly, some people think it's the creepiest part of the house. We have here at the servants' quarters, we have so many things that people have experienced. I don't even know where to begin. It's believed that the doctor and his wife were very affluent. If you'd have built a house like this and been able to afford it back in the early 20th century, this is a 3,700 square foot house. That they probably had servants, probably a maid and a cook. There used to be a door behind that curtain, and that's where the steps were. We believe that also were when it was a antique store. The guests customers that came in through that part of the house. So we believe the servants probably slept back here. Now I would ask that you don't walk back there. There was some water damage years ago, and this is my next big project to fix this so people can walk back there. But please don't walk back there. This church pew has an interesting story simply for the fact that so many people have been sitting on it and they've been scratched, they've been pushed. The church pews, you can see it moves. See the damage on the wall. People report it shaking, knocking, those kinds of things. I have been here and seen groups where there was scratching on it and you could hear some rumbling, and we would have our flashlights on. We'd be sitting here and no one was moving. So it has got an interesting history, this part of the house does. I asked the guests never stand here because the previous owner did get pushed downstairs and got hurt. We've had several people push down the stairs, not just these stairs, but stairs throughout the house. So I do tell people when you do go up down the stairs, just please hold on the handrails, okay? The last recorded death we had in the house, okay, would have been the little boy's dad, Gary. He had a dad. His dad's name was Virgil. And we call this Virgil's closet because Virgil collapsed and died of a heart attack right on this spot, okay? Many people have very bizarre experiences in this closet. Just I can't even begin to tell you the voices, the talking, If you go to the website, I got a couple disembodied recordings that sound like a little girl talking to people, while they're in this closet. I mean, you can hear her voice. It's very, very powerful recordings. So it's been submitted by guests. So once again, this is a really good area of the house. You guys said you did the Estes method. This is an amazing area of the house to do the Estes method. Was you already thinking that? Yeah, it's a really good part of the house to do the Estes method. Okay, gentlemen?
Pros is personalized hair care. That's all about you, not just for your hair type, but formulated from scratch to help you achieve your healthiest hair yet. In fact, everything that matters to you matters to us, from scalp health to hair volume, and frizz control to color protection.
Gentlemen? And just my own curiosity, almost every time I walk by Rachel's room, I check the peach balls, and I always look in here to see if the closet door is open or closed, okay? Okay, I will take you upstairs to the attic. They call this the nursery. I'm not sure why. We have no evidence ever that it was ever used as a nursery, but there's a baby bed in here and dolls. There's dolls all over the house, of course. So once again, this is also a really good area of the house to do the Estes method. If you do it in the door threshold there facing that way with your back to the stairs or the attic, this is really a neat place to do the Estes method. That sounds creepy. Yeah, we do ask you hold on. These are the stairs that most people report getting pushed on, okay? So we do ask that people hold on. And if you could duck your heads when you walk in here with me, please.
What's that?
I thought you were using the new phone for the live stream instead of that one. Why?
I just am. I'm charging it.
The new one?
Yeah.
I guess I'm the one that put this insulation, this drywall up on the air conditioning.
What, honey? I'm doing good. I've already made it. You dump that in the tea bag in the trash can. How are you?
And I guess Jared believed that, probably high school students were sneaking the house that was abandoned. You know how it is, high school kids in the local haunted house. And he thought they were coming in and having seances and stuff. So he just called it the seance room. And you have your cameras and your lights on, but let's just say we're just your flashlights. I usually have guests
in the bed. I should be there. It's like 12, almost 12:30 here.
Well, you should go to bed.
Oh, we had KFC.
No.
We had some chicken pot pie left over from Sunday. I will, a little bit of the leftovers of everything. Oh, my father-in-law made some.
Why is this in the freezer instead of... Oh. No.
Anyways, my father-in-law made some cabbage and ham. Oh my gosh, that was so good.
No, actually, I think it was Granny or something.
Well, either way, they made cabbage and ham today, and it was so good.
Cow.
Cabbage and ham. What are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing?
Making me one of the waffles.
Oh. So.
That I'm gonna have right now. Why?
I was just asking what you were doing. I know. I know. They had their, their bucket, buy a bucket for $10 on Tuesdays.
What, you want one? You want one?
Oh, what?
A waffle or not?
Sure, I'll have a waffle.
Alright. How many?
One.
Alright.
Yeah, they had their $10 buckets today. Monday they had the pot pie. I like their pot pies.
Mangoes, the four cook.
I do. Yeah, they are good. Especially those Eggo waffles. Oh my goodness. Did you have a good Easter? It rained a whole day here Sunday. We we had a lot of rain. Mm. Oh yeah. And that's what my mother-in-law made Sunday
What?
for Easter was pot pie.
Pot pie? She made pot pie?
Yeah, I don't remember her making a pot pie for dinner Sunday.
No, why?
That's what we had was pot pie.
I wasn't even down there for pot pie.
You were down there at Sunday. Yeah, don't knock on the door. Your dad's in the bed. Oh yeah. Let's see how we. Well, she made chicken pot pie and she made spiral ham, mashed potatoes. Oh, okay. The good stuff. Good with it. Alrighty. Oh wow. Mm.
Cats feel the same way. They just roll over the belly and let you rub their belly, letting them know that they trust you with their belly.
Yep.
Is that right, Mom?
Yeah. Mm.
Here's your waffle.
Thank you.
Might be a little burnt.
It ain't burnt.
A little bit.
No. Yeah, it's actually good.
It's actually good when it's burnt.
It's not burnt.
I'm saying it for compliment.
Oh.
I said it's good when it's burnt.
It's not burnt.
I said for a compliment.
Oh.
Our second time. Shh.
Your dad's in the bed.
I know, I'm just letting you know that's a compliment.
Okay. I'm tired.
Kelly just rolled over him while her belly rubs.
Oh.
Can you see her
Mm-hmm.
on her side? Laying for the belly rub?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
She must be thinking that this feels good. Cats feel the belly rubs.
Yeah. Bring me a cup with tea in it with ice.
Hold on. Whenever I'm done with this. Alright. Alright, I'm coming with the tea. I just need I'm not your maid, just letting you know.
Oh, yeah, you
Is it
are.
alright if I use this cup?
It don't matter. I want some ice. Die.
Alright.
Oh.
A really good part of the house for EVPs right in here, and footsteps out on the landing. Lots of people sit in here.
Hey, Mom?
Yeah.
Audible footsteps like
Come
someone's
over here and get your own little basic things. My fingernails are not that long. What? See how my fingernails are not that long? Sorry if I couldn't do it with my fingernails. Sorry about the furry fingernails. Hey everybody. I'm over here with her. I'm just sitting right here. Bro, someone said, bro, I gotta serve these boys. They say, be right back. BRB, be right back. I heard of. Hey, I was in there. Don't turn that big light on. Your bed's in the bed. I was gonna finish though if that light. Listen. She's gonna fall. What? She's gonna fall. Look at her. Callie. You're gonna fall. You're gonna get hurt. Let me help you. Oh my gosh. This thing's about to fall. That's what I'm saying. That's what you're talking about. She's about to break it.
Thank
You
you
must
for
have
the
somebody
clarifies.
that has skills to remove that thing. If you know what I mean.
Still get inside. Are you gonna get inside of it? Huh? Are you gonna get inside of it? Oh my goodness.
Jeez, I'm wondering what you're doing.
Oh.
She might be wondering what you're doing.
Oh, I'm just getting ready to sit back and relax. Come on. Well, come on.
Hang over to you instead of me.
Yeah, come on. Come on. Callie, what's she doing?
Huh?
Oh, there she is. Come on. Yeah.
Walking around. Okay, we call this the spring bedroom. If you watch the documentary, J.C. Rosita's documentary, it's on Amazon Prime. It's been over 1 million people watch it. This is the bed that the group, I think they're from Chicago or something like that, and they're sitting in here with their flashlights on, and they capture this bed, really lift up off the floor and slam it, and I've never seen that happen. Are there
What?
versions of what you are as an entity?
Do you guys see the girl who took one of those mushroom gummies and deep cleaned her whole house at 2 a.m.? Yeah, I thought it was a joke too, until I...
But it doesn't look like it's staged or anything. I remain skeptical, but once again, they will swear to you that the bed moved. Lots of people will feel the floor shake in here, kind of like shaking. If you do hear this kick on, it probably won't kick on now. It's very low volume. This is for heating and air conditioning, okay? We call it the spring bedroom for obvious reasons, okay? So many people come in here and do the Ouija board. Many people come in here and do the SS method and use our ghost box and all that good stuff. This is the red room for obvious reasons. Jared, I think this was the only room Jared Marshall, the first owner, actually was able to complete. Jared struggled with keeping helpers in the house. The reason the house he started calling the Whispers Estate is he'd bring work crews in here and they'd work one day, and so I'm not going back in there because they were getting touched, they were hearing whispering in their ear. He was hearing whispering in his ear. So he's the one that gave the title the Whispers Estate because there is a lot of whispering for certain people, okay? We call this the Red Room because, if you remember back to the early 2000s, this was a very popular color in living rooms and bedrooms, so it's red. So I guess they've been called the Red Room for quite a while now. This room right here is one of the more infamous parts of the house where so many people have had really powerful experiences. If you go to the website, you'll see a young couple that are in here. They're sitting on this couch, and it sounds like something's trying to rip this door off the handle, and they're the only two in the house. If you watch the website, they got a really good video. You asked earlier about the coins. They call that pennies from heaven, and I've always been someone who's been extremely skeptical about it. You sure it isn't someone picking up a penny and throwing it? Until about 2 summers ago, I was here by myself. I mowed the yard. It's 100 degrees outside. I came in and sat down in the dining room where you guys are going to set up. And I was sitting here playing on my phone, of course, and drinking a bottle of water. I'm the only one in the house. And in the kitchen, I hear. And I walk in the kitchen, and there's a dime right in the middle of the kitchen floor. So I didn't throw the dang thing. So do I think people come in here and try to scare each other and knock the coins off the tables? Probably. But I did hear it happen myself.
Oh my goodness. Hey, Sam. I know it, dang it. I'm about to crash over here. I'm so sleepy. Oh, gracious. Damn it. Well, I don't want to go to bed yet. I don't want to go to bed yet. How you been? How you been? I'm not trying to go to sleep. Which I've been up since like 6 o'clock. I guess I should.
Hey, Mom.
What?
Remember the movie we watched, Demonic?
I think so. God, looking at a bug. Same here.
It's a story about about six
She sees a bug. That's why she's meowing. She thinks it's gonna come to her. The cat's meowing at the bug.
It's about 6 crew those hunters that went to a house, a demonic house in southern bad happens.
Yeah.
And the police and some guy in the truck comes to the house and he calls the cops and he heard something.
What?
One of the investigators comes to the house and sees three of the bodies of
Listen to her.
the three bodies of the crew that was in the house. And the other three. One was alive, one was unconscious in a closet, and one was still alive. The one that they were investigating is demonic, and he was dead the whole time. And the guy, they found him at the in a store, and he had no tongue. That's why he couldn't talk. Is that creepy or something?
Yeah, that's creepy. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, Chris. I think I'm gonna get off here. I'll be back on tomorrow. I'm gonna go to bed. But I hope everyone has a good night. Take care. And I'll see y'all next time. Good night. Good night.